Crikey, it's September already. Time to say farewell to the Electrolux Z2000, and bless him, until the NBV190 got delivered and started working, he hasn't had quite as much attention as perhaps he should have done. But hey, that's no real reflection on the vacuum itself, just how much better cordless cleaning is nowadays. But we'll have a look at how it's done, see what I liked and disliked, and move on to the next vacuum for September. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? This has been very, very nice to use. You can certainly see why in the 1980s you would have been very, very happy picking up one of these for the cheap price it probably was, because it is a very decent cleaner. The wands are an okay height, certainly this long hose end makes all of that possible. If you buy one of these and it doesn't have an end like this, it's got some other type of end on it, you know, it's an upright hose which is only about yay long, and it's been adapted, you're gonna struggle because you need this extra length for the wands, which are okay. The floor tool is very, very clattery and rattly. I mean, it loves this rug. On the wool rug, it was like you had the brushes down, it would just skip across and not do very well. Talking of the brushes, crikey, changing the settings is an exercise in frustration. This head isn't that bad either, really, but I can't move it myself like that. You have to stand up and give it a push. There's something, don't think there's anything that's not quite right in it. I think that it is just, despite being lovely to use, it's just a cheap floor head. And yeah, that is basically what that is. We'll take off the hose, which actually has, look at that, it's got a bit of weed in it. Oh dear. We'll get you out of the way. The tools haven't been too bad. Sadly, the little glamour piece that sits on the edge of there is gone somewhere else. The crevice tool has been the crevice tool. And yeah, you might notice that she is trailing her tail. And, a couple of times I went to use it, cord reel just wouldn't, did make a few funny noises at one point, and doesn't really go back in either, even if you jiggle it about and do all that. So that is a bit of a pain. Let's see what the post motor filter looks like. Not too bad. A lot of that is going to be carbon dust. These Electrolux motors do like to make themselves black, sadly. And if you take this off though, our nice HEPA bag has done it. There it is, look. I put it in the machine. This is the bit that should sit in there and is incredibly difficult to get on, and I did get it on and it popped off again. So that's why it's in there. Everything in here is pretty spotless indeed. I'm not going to put that bag back in because, hey, I'm not going to use this for a while now. I'm going to keep it though. I've been having a bit of a cull recently, but you know, this one is a nice, yeah, you can just about put the back door on. This is a nice example of quite a rare machine. It's not going to go properly at all, is it? We're going to have to fit a bag, and actually, conveniently, the box where I keep these, because I've still got, at the time of filming this, a Z350 to do something with, so I've kept all of these Z350s down, but just being down from the loft doesn't mean anything in my house in terms of where it is in the queue. That's it. So yes, I mean, until the Numatic came along, and sadly, although it's not as powerful, it performs just as well as this, and you don't have to plug it in and then struggle to wind the cable up. This hasn't had a great deal of use for the past week or so. You know, I have been getting it out, but again, it just, the problem nowadays is that cordless is, whether you're a Dyson stick fan, you're a disposable Shark upright or stick fan, or as I am rapidly becoming the alternative, which is, you know, AN cylinder with a hose, but with a cordless kit in it, they perform pretty much the same as these old 1000-watt 1000-watt motored little things. There's just, practically it's becoming a bit of a difficult choice. So, as you may have noticed so far this year, we have done mainly cylinder cleaners for the reason that, we had lots of hard floor and whatnot, and, the Dyson V11 took care of the rest. Nowadays, though, obviously with the Pneumatic NBV doing everything really well, including this rug and the carpets, but not being great for carpet cleaning and being the straight suction cylinder cleaner that it is, we are going to change things up a notch and bring back an old friend who you would have seen earlier on this year. Let me show you what I'm going to be using for September. Oh no, it's another Shark. Yes, that's right. I am going to use the Shark Powered Lifter A Duo, or the AZ950, sorry, basically the one of these that they still sell now, just with the older style non-anti-hair wrap head. Everything else is pretty much the same as you would buy now, were you to waste a rather large amount of your money. And this one, I think, works because Mr. James gave me another wand that works. If you remember, this one had an issue, and I think that's what's fitted now. We'll have a check in a second and see. But yeah, basically the NBV is going to do everything above floor. The problem with these is you only have that little hose, so as soon as you start cleaning up high, actually this one pulls itself along. The IC160 used to just fall over, so there we go, like that. And this is really heavy. As soon as you try and do anything really with it, your arm starts to ache, and you wondered why you bothered. So we're going to be primarily using it for upright mode. And another thing that I hope to see is that on the IC160, this got covered in fluff, and I don't think that the anti-hair wrap was really going to do much different with that, because it was fluff around the bristles, and I think it was just because it didn't have the power to suck the fluff away. You see it with vacuums that have been clogged. How many times have we pulled a blockage out of a Dyson with its brush roll completely covered in fluff, and it's cleaned it all off because it needs the suction. Talking of suction, that's the wrong button. In here, our bin is pretty spotless. I haven't really used this at all since refurbishing it. Find some filters. And in here is the brand new motor housing, which we found on Facebook Marketplace. Not Facebook, eBay. There we go. Look, it's even still got the original post motor filter in it because I am cheap. Yes, that is a brand new motor housing. Completely devoid of dust. Oh my goodness, why are you not going on? Click in. There we go. Just need to find a filter, which I finally found in storage. Yes, these are quite hard to get hold of. I think Wow Discounts did them in the end, because you get some Navigator ones, and these are bigger and taller than Navigator filters. We do have a brand new post motor filter, but I'm not going to fit that yet, because I would quite like to perhaps sell this after this month, and there isn't anything wrong with that filter, bar it is just a bit dirty. They go through the washing machine quite well. It is pretty clean, so I'll save that for after. We'll see how much blacker it's got, but I don't think it'll be too bad, and then we can sell it with a nice brand new filter. But we will have to fit our filter set to this one in order to use it. So there we go, as we did with the other Shark, the Cordless, brand new spotless filter. I am going to have to peek at this. I managed to not be able to on the Cordless and just sellotape it off, because obviously to empty the thing I've got to take the bin off. And that's about it for the waffle of this video. Let us confirm whether I have indeed found it the right purple wand, or if the other one is still somewhere, and turn it on and we'll see how much dirt it picks up from this rug, because I've had this rug for a couple of days now. You won't see it. In fact, no, you won't have seen it. Do you like my new rug? Crikey, there's a video coming on that with the Power Plus after. Well, not actually really cleaned it that much, so this, being quite aggressive, should do it quite well. Let's have a check. I'll check this one. Oh, right, that's me changing the setting. I forgot just how quiet this is actually, and how nice it is to use, and that we've actually hacked it, haven't we? We've got the air release valve blocked off in there, which is making it stick down quite a lot. And wow, we have picked up a fair amount of crud. Crikey, McBlimey. I don't know what vacuum they had in the house that this came from. The filter is starting to become a bit discoloured on the top, but hey, I'm sure, as all of you shark enthusiasts are probably telling me, because you know I'm a little bit biased, that's okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we shall give it a go. So yeah, I'm hoping that this, for the carpets at least, will be very, 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 very good. What's also proving very, 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 very good is the Numatic NBV190, which has been the reason that we didn't really use the poor Electrolux so much. He just turns on, he's only on his 4th charge, and on low power I can get all the bits up without having to plug anything in, without having to get things ready. And that's it, he's gone away again, and to be honest, he's pretty lovely as long as you're not, you know, devoted to the stick vac life. If you have lots of carpets, wouldn't really recommend this as a cordless cleaner, you know, if you have pet hair and stuff, but for above the floor cleaning, certainly it's just amazing really. I'm hoping that, you know, I can run him round and get the actual muck up, and then just get this out and really drag out the rubbish from the pile. So hopefully there'll be a bit of a dream team. You may also notice from the unboxing and first look video that he's wearing a completely different set of tools. He's now basically got the toolkit that RGB Henry came to us with, complete with the conical hose which kept falling off. Yes, the toolkit that comes with the Numatic NBV190 is utter trash, quite honestly. So we have ourselves a nice Henry cordless floor tool, the one that came with Pneumatic. Nice set of wands. The grey ones just stick. Yeah, they jam together, yet they'll rotate in use, and it's incredibly annoying. And the conical free flow hose has been really, really good. I mean, he's just been used really. We're still on the original bag. Take this off. Yeah, filter is still brand new. Bag's actually quite full. I don't think I've not had a pneumatic bag that full before. He's way into half full territory now. And yeah, still works absolutely spotlessly. Still works absolutely flawlessly even. Come on, get on. The only real pain in the bum is that they've obviously gone to all this effort to design this top part and just shoved it onto a 200 base, and nowhere is that more apparent than the tool arrangement, because not only do you have to get the floor tool at a slight angle to get it past the bottom of the battery, but if you're not careful when you remove it, if you just pull straight up, it catches. You have to almost bend it more and pull it out, and of course with the tools on you cannot take the battery out of the machine. You have to take the tools off and then take the battery out, and I guess it would have been nicer to see some sort of modification to accommodate this, but equally, what more could they do? It probably is what it is. Keep forgetting that this is a commercial machine, and obviously they probably don't care that much about commercial people, because commercial people buy based on need and not want. So whereas I was silly and spent a lot of money, although not as much as I could have done, on a cordless vacuum cleaner that suits my needs, I can see why others may not. But it is absolutely amazing. I mean, this setup on high is not too bad, really. I mean, I daren't compare it to anything. It's not the same as using the Victor V9 or a corded machine, but blimey, it does the job. I mean, look, it picks up the full bag from the Electrolux. On high, does it do it on low? Ooh. No. No, get off. Uh-oh. And that's why it's handy, because I could do that, grab him, clean it up and put it away faster than I could probably unwrap the cable on this. But hey, that's the joys of collecting vacuum cleaners and being your own person. You can choose what works best for you and make your mind up and couple yourselves up with a lovely dream team of cleaners. And I don't think I'm quite there yet. I don't know what my dream team is really, but I think this duo will make an alright stab at it for the month of September. And who knows, we may be able to go a little bit more uprighty in our choices in order to keep that going. Because obviously I can do upstairs better. The 4 works, bless it. She runs around every morning and picks the bits up, but this is no good for it. This will be excellent for deep cleaning the carpets. So there we go, little fleet update, and we are ready for the month of September with all that it shall bring. So all that remains for me to say is thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and will carry on to enjoy, and I and these will see you soon. Bye bye.